Once upon a time, the great warrior Karna was taking his holy morning bath at his house. He was sitting in a room, rubbing oil onto his head by himself. Next to him, he had an oil kept in a container decorated with precious 9 gems and herbal bathing powder in another beautiful container. Exactly at that moment, Lord Krishna came to visit Karna. Seeing Karna busy applying oil and noticing the highly valuable container decorated with green emeralds and red rubies sitting right beside him, Lord Krishna, who is the director of his entire cosmic drama, decided to test him and asked Karna if he could give the precious container to him. Karna was a great soul who was already famous across the world as Dana Karna because he had happily given away his magical birth armor and earrings to Lord Indra when asked. Now, when the Supreme Lord himself had come to his doorstep and asked for something, would he ever step back? Immediately, because he was applying oil with his right hand, he used his left hand to pick up the container and offered it to Lord Krishna. But Lord Krishna did not accept this way. Instead, he asked, O Karna, are you offering this to me with your left hand? Don't you know the good manners and sacred traditions of our elders? To this, Karna gave a very beautiful and deep reply. Our minds change every second. Our wealth can disappear every second. And our very own life can end at any moment. Yama, the god of death, has no mercy for anyone, and the good thoughts of doing charity must be acted upon as quickly as possible. He continued, O Krishna, the wealth we have right now might vanish in the very next moment. The life we are living right now might come to an end in the next second. Lord Yama never shows any difference or delays for anyone or anything. Moreover, the good and charitable thoughts of a living being can change very quickly. Therefore, if I stop to wash my right hand, which is covered in sticky oil, and then try to give you this container with that clean hand, I do not know how my mind might change in those few seconds. I do not even know if my life will last until then. Because this doubt arose within me, I chose to give it to you immediately with my left hand, without wasting a single moment, and not because I am ignorant of good manners. Hearing these words, which were completely filled with deep spiritual wisdom, Lord Krishna felt extremely happy and pleased from deep within his heart. Being greedy and stingy is a very dangerous quality for anyone to have. It has successfully found its place among the three worst evils of the human mind: lust, anger, and greed. Lord Krishna has clearly taught us in the Bhagavad Gita: lust, anger, and greed. These three are the open gates to hell. They completely destroy the soul. Therefore, we must leave these three evils far behind. Has the Lord not ordered this? Therefore, we must all live with a life with spirit of sacrifice and sharing. We must practice the habit of helping others and giving charity. Today, we see so many poor people in the world. Who are these poor people who wander the streets, suffering terribly without proper food to eat or clothes to wear? Why did such a sad and miserable condition happen to them? Does God show partiality or hate toward them? Not really. God has clearly stated in the Gita, I neither hate anyone nor do I have special favorite. When some people are eating, drinking, and enjoying their lives comfortably, Why did such a painful state happen only to these poor souls? It is because in some past time they never shared anything or did any charity. The sacred books speak with one voice. A soul is born poor because of the sin of not giving charity. Therefore, from whatever we enjoy and possess, we must learn to give a tiny portion to someone in need. Look closely at how our human body is designed. God has created our hands in a way that naturally points downwards when we give something to others. Hari Om.